You got everybody muted there, Amanda?
Yes, we're all set.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to our weekly American Bill Money Hangout. My name is Ontarian Hawkins, coming to you from Oklahoma. We are excited that you are here, and if you are here, you're looking for a way to make some extra income from home, or you're looking to supplement your income, or you're looking to leave your job. For me personally, years ago, I wanted to retire at the age of 35. I hit that goal by God's grace. I am so elated to hit that goal. But now it's time for me to give back to people who are looking to do the same. I don't care if you're looking to supplement. I don't care if you're looking to leave your job. But what's interesting to me is a few weeks ago, I researched a particular site, and I looked up, I actually Google searched hate my job, okay? And lo and behold, a website came up that said over 70% of people hate their jobs. I would go ahead and substitute that word hate for despise. When you despise something, that is a sick feeling in your gut. I mean, every day you got to wake up to go to a place that you don't like. Now, there can be many factors why people don't like their jobs. It can be they're not getting paid enough. Their co-workers are not treating them right, or they don't like their co-workers. Even their boss may not be treating them right. A lot of factors can play into it. So here's what I think about all the time when I think about these numbers. 70% of people in the United States, rather, not the world, but the United States of America, that's a lot of people. What I think about is the stress levels that these people are having in their families. Stressful. I mean, if you hate your job, then you're waking up grumpy. And you wake up grumpy, you go to work grumpy. Then you come home to your family, you're grumpy to your kids, you're grumpy to your wife, your husband, whatever. That's not a good condition to be in. So there has to be a remedy to somewhere. And that remedy, guys, can be a simple home-based business like we got at American Bill Money. And the reason I say remedy is, and let me just put this in the bud. It's not about the money in the end, guys. It's about time freedom. Okay, you either have a lot of time and no money, or not enough money, or you have a lot of money and no time. The in between, the balance is what we are seeking here. Okay, a lot of people could quit their part-time jobs if they could make an extra $2,000 a month. Okay, an extra $3,000 a month will free a lot of people. That is very doable here, guys. And what we have in place with our team, RPM, can help you get there. Okay, it can help you get there. So what is American Bill Money? Well, American Bill Money is a 14-plus-year-old solid company, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Now, when I read those two credentials, I was sold. Okay, I didn't even look at the compensation plan yet before I joined. But when I saw the 14-year-old track record, I looked up, it was an A+ rating. That got me. Now, when I looked into the actual company and saw how it worked, the compensation plan, that was like icing on the cake. And that's what really got me excited. See, one of the things that I look at in the business, I don't look at how much a business costs. I look at how much can I make? How much money can I make? You ever get people that say, how much does a business cost? What's going to be my return on investment? Which those things they're important. But the most important thing is, how much can you make? What are your end goals? Are you writing down your end goals? You see? So we have a power pack company here, guys. It's not a complicated business. Do not complicate this business. If you can mail a simple postcard, you can do this business, okay? The reason a lot of people quit in a business, okay, it don't matter if it's American Bill Money or what have you, the reason they quit is they don't give it enough time to develop, okay? They don't give it enough time to develop. When was the last time you got into a relationship with I'm not going to say your spouse, but in a relationship, period, and you gave it a month to see how it's going to work? You have to give that relationship time, all right? The same thing happens in your home-based business. Give it time, plant the seeds you have to plant, i.e. marketing, and things will start to happen. Me personally, I went on a mission years ago to find a way to break free from the 9-to-5, guys. My personality, my DNA does not like a regular 9 to 5. It's something in me, and my blood just don't sit well with me. I've tried it, and I worked a lot of places growing up. But at this time, at this day and age, I cannot see myself working another job a day in my life, guy. It's just not in my blood. And maybe you feel the same way. It needs to be implanted in your DNA, in your blood. And the way you get that way is to plug in to people like RPM, our mastermind, plug into it, stay in touch. That's going to help you generate that DNA, that entrepreneurship blood that needs to flow through your veins. When you came here, maybe you didn't have the DNA. Maybe you had the job mentality DNA. Nothing wrong with that. Stick with us. Stick around positive people, and things will start to happen. Last week, I read something from this book right here called Secret of the Millionaire Mind. I want to read another little excerpt from it, because it's going to switch your mindset. It's going to change the way you think. And once you change the way you think, guys, things will start to happen. It's not about the business. It's about how are you going to operate under pressure? How can you see yourself doing this for the long haul and getting those goals you need? So listen to this. This is called, this section right here is called Wealth File number 7. It says rich people associate with positive, successful people. Okay, rich people. Poor people. Now, when I think of poor, I'm not thinking about homeless people. I'm thinking about poor-minded people. Poor people who think in a state of lack. Okay, poor people associate with negative and unsuccessful people. I'm going to read this one paragraph. Check this out. Successful people look at other successful people as a means to motivate themselves. That's what we have here. They see other successful people as models to learn from. They say to themselves, if they can do it, check this out, I can do it. As I mentioned earlier, modeling is one of the primary ways that people learn. So basically, in a nutshell, what they're saying here is rich people, rich-minded folks like you and I. If you're on here, you're a rich-minded individual. You could have been doing anything else in the world. You could have been watching TV, working out, spending time with the family, but you are here because you are on the mission. So rich-minded folk like us, we gather ourselves with rich-minded people. Negative folks, poor-minded folks, they stick on the wayside and stick with negative folks. That's why if you come into a contact with a prospect that says, oh, I think this is a scam, who are they hanging around? Poor-minded folks. But if you come across someone who says, you know what, I see this is powerful, I'm ready to get started. They've been hanging around rich-minded folks. So we want rich-minded folks inside of this mastermind at all times, guys. And if you're here, you're a rich-minded individual, okay? So with that said, I want to encourage you to take this business serious. Do not give up. Never, ever give up. Always develop tunnel vision at all costs. Tunnel vision is where you look straight ahead. Everything to the left, everything to the right are distractions. Look straight ahead and don't look back. Okay, you develop that tunnel vision, things have to happen. Okay, it's a law of physics when it comes to marketing. Things have to happen. All right. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's the introduction there. Want to let you know that it's all about your mindset. It's all about what you are telling yourself. Self-talk, self-doubt can really get you down. It's about what you are feeding yourself positively, and how you are surrounding yourself with other people who are in the right mindset, the same mindset, so to speak. All right. So with that said, I want to bring out one of my good friends, Amanda Ray. Amanda from New York. We've been friends for a long time now, seems like eons. But Amanda Ray, tell the people about yourself, where you're from. I'm pretty sure they all know you, but people who are going to be looking at this fresh or new, let them know who you are, what drew you to ABM, and what has it been doing for you so far.
Well, hello, everyone. Those that don't know, I'm Amanda Ray, and I've been online since 2015. Failed miserably. I got involved in programs that crashed. They didn't last. I've been scammed, and I just realized, but I knew that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to live the laptop lifestyle. I've seen it. I know that it's real because there's a lot of people out there doing it. I just didn't know exactly what I needed to do to get there. And not to say that I'm completely where I want to be, but I am definitely moving in the right direction, and it's going pretty quickly. What I can just tell people, well, just about me, I'm a mother of two. I'm a single parent. I do work from home. People always see me in this cloudy office with a tree in the back. This is where I do most of my grinding from day to day. And I do spend a lot of time on a computer, just educating myself on what's needed in order to be successful. And I always knew that I wanted to do postcard marketing, postcard programs. Only one of the reasons is because I've been watching Mary Beth. She doesn't know this, but I've watched her for years. And that's what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. I'm like, I love postcards. I love that whole, mind. This is where I want to be. And, I got involved with a program that wasn't really for me. It didn't have longevity like American Bill Money. It was not around for 14 plus years. And I didn't have much success. But the one thing that I didn't do that most people do, I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I just kept pushing forward. And I said, I know that if I keep looking, the program is going to just find me. And that's what I feel happened with this program. It literally found me. I was receiving solo ads through email, and I received this email about 4 days straight, and I didn't look at it. And my fourth day, I clicked on it, and I was like, what? Where's this been? 14 years, A+ rated. The first thing I did, I went to the Better Business Bureau. I'm like, this can't be true. I called the number. Someone picked up. It was the owner. And I was like, okay, yep, this is the program for me. Like, this is what I want to do. So I've been, now 3 months. It feels like I've been in the program longer, but it's only been 3 months. And I'm glad to say that I'm doing very well. And I'm helping to motivate other people to believe. I'm trying my best to inspire people, let people know not to give up. Like Ontarian said, people give up too soon. And all you have to do is follow people that's been doing this for a while and what they're doing, why they're successful, what has gotten them to the success that they're at, and just keep pushing forward. I have my days where some are better than others, but I know that if I keep pushing forward, I'll eventually get to where I need to be. And sometimes it's just about being consistent and being patient to the process, because this is a process. If it was that easy, everyone would do it. And that's the truth. If it was that easy, everyone would do it. And we have to know that most of the people that are out there, 97% are working a 9 to 5 because they were online and they didn't give it that chance. They didn't give it what they needed to give the opportunity to make it work. It's funny because someone was telling me a story about a gentleman that's in American Bill Money, and he didn't have the extra money to get in the program and to stay in the program. And you know what he did? He went out and he collected cans. Okay. Wow. When you want something that bad, and your back is up against the wall and you say, you know what, I'm going to do anything. He now is earning a ton of money, and he started the program collecting cans to get his $125 a month to be involved in this program. And that just shows you there's a lot of people that don't have that. They don't have that they don't have that urge. They don't have that discipline to do something like that, and like Ontario was saying, you have to have a certain mindset. You have to stay focused. You have to push forward. You have to talk to people, like-minded people. And that's what I do a lot. I consider, even though I've never met people like Paul Farmer, I've never met Ontarian, Zamar, Alexis, I've never met any of you guys in person, but I feel connected and I feel inspired and I feel successful just being able to contact you guys and to vent when I need to, and to push forward and to get information and to learn. I'm still learning every day, and that's what it is. It's about being around like-minded people, but also not just that, be communicating. You know, we have a lot of people that are on a team that don't communicate. You have to communicate. Whatever's in your mind, speak it into reality. I always tell myself, I'm a six figure earner online. I'm not there yet, but I tell myself that every single day that I am a six figure earner. And, you know, people are going to see me in a year from now, and I'm going to be doing big things, and I'm going to be going places. And I truly believe that. And I feel like the more that you plant positive seeds and you stay positive about the experience and what you're going through, you know, it just becomes a reality. And, you know, another thing that I want to tell people is that this process is not, this is not a quick get rich quick scheme. This is not a get rich quick process. But we know that if we stay consistent and we build the business, that we will be successful. You know, we will get there. And we know that the more that we do something, you know, just like if you're at a job, you get better and better at it. You know, if you're there long enough, the only problem is that most of the time your income does not, no matter how good you get, your income never reaches that max potential where you may be at mentally. And that's really what the issue is, you know, and that's what I realized at my job. My boss loved me. I was on time. I was able to multitask. I used to work for doctors. I used to do large conferences for doctors in Manhattan. That was a big thing. We had six-figure conferences, and I was the one that put them together and made sure that everyone was where they needed to be and that they were treated like they were paid. But guess how much I was making? $10 an hour. But I was the one. I was the person to get the go-to person. I made things happen. And you know, it's sad when you're sitting there and you know you're worth more. You know, I went to college. I have a college education, but I wasn't in the field where I wanted to be. You know, where I lived at, they didn't have the money for me to get paid what I knew, you know, what I knew. And I wasn't able to really work to my full potential. It was just ridiculous. So I just go to say that because there's a lot of people that are in that situation. They're working a field where they are not making any money or not making the money that they should make because they're, you know, the company just probably can't afford it or whatever the case may be. But once I realized that I was worth more than that and I can do more than that and I can make more than that, that's what I planted in my head, and I thought about it every single day, every single night. And then I said, you know what? The next thing that I need to do is I need to take action, because it's not even just about thinking about it. Now you need to take action. And that's what I did. I took action, and I can honestly say, since the age of 23, I am now 34 years old. I've never punched a 9-to-5 clock since the age of 23. Okay. And I noticed that everything gets better with time. You know, I've evolved. I'm thinking about where I was at 23 when I left my 9-to-5 and where I'm at now. And I noticed every 3 to 4 years, I'm doing bigger things and I'm getting better at it. And I'm more educated about things and how it works, the process, and where I need to be and how to get there. And I just want people to know that when you start to do that, you start to make more money. It just happens that way. It's just something that just happens. It's not rocket science. It's just about applying what you know, what other people know, what other people do, and keep doing it over and over and over again. And it just blossoms on its own. And that's all I can say. I just want to inspire people, you know, don't give up after a month, 2 months being in a program. That's really not enough time to make anything happen. You know, some people can do it, but a very few. Am I right, Ontarian? It's not a lot of people that can do $100,000, $50,000 in 2 months. It doesn't work like that. But it is something that over time it gets better and better. And you know, if you watch other marketers out there, you go to other marketers' YouTube channels. This is what I do, and I want everyone to do this. Go to Ontarian Hawkins' channel and scroll down from when he first started online up until now. And just look at the growth process from maybe the first $100, the first $200 to now $5,000, $7,000, $15,000. It didn't happen in the beginning. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like his first video that went up, he was showing $100,000, a $5,000 check. That's not how it works. It's just growth over time. And I'm telling you guys, go to anyone's channel. If they're showing payment proof and where they've been and where they came from, you will see the growth in these people that are heavy marketers that are making 6 figures a year. It's something that evolved over time, and it was not from starting over, but being consistent. And that's what I'm applying to my life. You know, with this business, I'm just working on being consistent, staying focused on the goal, not allowing other people and what's going on around me to deter me from what I need to accomplish. And that's what's going to ultimately, you know, when Ontarian said about, you know, bending the, you know, you have the metal pole and you're bending it, you got to just keep flexing. That's what allows you to get there, to actually start to see that bend, when you start to become consistent and you're focused on what you need to do and you don't allow anything else to, you know, to sidetrack you from what you need to do to grow in this business. Even the days when things don't seem to be going like the way that they need to. And, you know, we all have those days when we're down and out or we don't feel up to it. We just have to keep pushing forward. It's about pushing forward through the hard times, you know, remembering why you started in the first place, because that's also important. Why did you start in the first place? Because we tend to forget 2 months down the line, or maybe 3 weeks down the line, you forget why did you even start in the first place, and then you're back to square one. You have to always remember why you first started, whatever program it is that you're in, American Bill money, wherever you're at, why you want to get started, and stay focused on that and keep pushing away at that. And that's all I want to say. I just want to thank everyone for being here, and I want us to all push forward and not to get sidetracked, and just know your why and just keep going, keep moving forward, because this is a great opportunity. We don't need a ton of people in this program to make a ton of money. If you just think about it, 100 people is $7,500 a month in residual income. Half of that is really still a great income, you know, even if you could get to 50, you know, and we have millions of people here in the United States of America that we can introduce this opportunity to, that will look at it and love it based off of 3 things: the longevity, the A+ rating, and the compensation plan. That speaks volume. And if we stick with that, we'll be fine. So I'm gonna give the floor back to Ontarian, and thanks for having me here.
All right, Amanda, powerful words as always, sister, and your story is always inspiring to me. You hit on something real key when you were talking about videos and going back to my videos, and folks, you can do the same thing with Amanda and all the other marketers here. If you go back to their first video, you'll understand a concept called progression. I like to look at it as repetition and enlargement. Okay, the more repetitions you are, the more habitual to happen. You see, it has to happen that way. I didn't start. People say, "Oh, you got a large following. This is why you're doing so well." Well, I didn't start out that way. It started from me taking one day at a time and gaining tunnel vision to get to where I wanted to be. And that idea, the repetition, and once you are repetitive, guys, things start to expand. It has to happen. When you went to college, you are expanding your education. You're expanding your knowledge. As you progress through the years, same concept. When you graduate college, you get a degree, you can use that skill. The same thing happens in your business, repetition and enlargement. So thanks for sharing that, Amanda.
No problem, no problem.
Powerful, sister. All right, so definitely. All right. We definitely want to bring out another person here, another professional who's been at the game, at the direct mail and online marketing game for a while. Mary Beth, are you there?
Oh, I am here on Taryn. Can you hear me?
All right. I can hear you loud and clear, Mary
Okay,
Beth. Thank
okay,
you for
great.
coming on,
Yeah.
sister.
Well, you know what? I mean, what we have here is just an absolute golden opportunity. And I got started 10 years ago in a big ticket program, and almost from the get-go, I integrated postcards.
Mm,
So I knew postcard marketing worked. That's how I got my start with postcards. And like I said, I was promoting a big ticket program, and we had some awesome postcards. We had some great, content on the postcards, and we had great lead sources.
mm,
And those are definitely the three variables to being successful with postcard marketing. You have to have a good lead list. You have to have a good postcard with good content and good verbiage, and yeah, the postcard, the leads, and the content and all of that. And I had success pretty quickly with the postcard, so I knew postcard marketing worked, and I've been using it for certain opportunities ever since. Over the past 10 years, anything that you can effectively and successfully use postcards for, I'll incorporate it as one of my preferred offline marketing methods. So I knew postcards worked, and Terry, when I started seeing your posts, just a couple short months ago, it just grabbed my attention immediately. I was drawn into them. I looked at it. I thought, oh, this looks really interesting. Postcards, I've done that. I know they worked. I've seen your results. I've seen your success. And I've had, great success with direct mail order. So I thought, well, this is something that really looks great. And then I started doing a little bit of research. I see, well, this company's been around since 2003. So that was appealing. It had an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. That was appealing. And then when I seen the compensation plan, that also, lured me right in. I thought, this is going to be an excellent place to build a great long-term residual so I was just sold, right from the start. I was my day member out of it, and like myself and a lot of other people here that are part of this mastermind, I just love taking it a step, connecting with people. I mean, yesterday I had an amazing day. I've just been staying focused and very consistent with my videos, with YouTube and with Facebook. And I'm meeting some really wonderful people, people that are actually looking for what we have, appreciate what we have, see the potential, and want to be part of that. And it's really exciting. I mean, we're definitely, with this whole group and this team and this mastermind, we are absolutely we're gaining traction, and we're absolutely building momentum. And that is super exciting. It really is. I mean, I had a couple sign-ups yesterday. I connected with some great marketers who I think would be a perfect fit for American Bill Money. And I invited them into our main group to take a look around. So hopefully they'll be back soon and decide to take the plunge and join us. And it's just really exciting. I mean, it really is. And like I said, with what we have here, if people could just, realize that they need to practice their patience and just stick it out. Because what's really sad, though, is a lot of people give up way too fast. A lot of people are too impatient, and they quit right before they're about to have that breakthrough. And that's what's really sad. If they just give it, even another couple weeks, and they're probably so close to their signups, and they don't even realize it. And they're out the door before they even get their feet wet and build their foundation. So I think if we just all stick together and kind of model off of each other and just keep going, with what we're doing with our postcards and with sharing and connecting with people online, I think we're going to be really surprised where we're going to be even 3 months from now, and not to mention 6 months from now. And I tell you what, I can't even imagine where we're all going to be a year from now, because this is really exciting. And it doesn't take massive numbers to achieve great things with American Bill money. And that's another thing. Like I said, I ran some basic numbers when I initially looked at this. And I'll tell you what, really exciting. I'm definitely working towards that initial big milestone of 100, because $7,500 a month in residual income is just amazing. It's that, I mean, that can significantly impact and change somebody's life, beyond the imagination. And people will be able to truly, get what they want, help themselves, their families, their children, and really build, leave a legacy behind, for their families, especially since, this is a long-term opportunity. It's been going strong for 14 years. In my mind, I have no doubt that we're going to absolutely be around for at least another 14 years, and be able to, see the future and have that vision, those long-term goals, especially with something like this that is a well-established company that's been in existence for so long. All of us, we're definitely in the right place at the right time, and it's really exciting. It's amazing, with this team, how we all, come together. We all bring our unique talents. We're all helping each other to grow, and we're all, kind of working off of each other's success. We're all helping each other to stay motivated and focused. And I think that's very important for success, to be around like-minded people who have, a common goal, or they're, with a common mission, and we're all seeing success, even at different intervals and different levels. Fact, all not so good days, and when people don't have a team like we have here, and our team is absolutely, second to beyond thrilled, and consider myself extremely fortunate and blessed to be part of this amazing team, this amazing
in my family. So you should have the same. You should have the same motivation. It should motivate you to do the same. So thanks for sharing that, Mary. Powerful words, sister. Words of wisdom. Right now, I've seen this man evolve, so to speak. His marketing efforts and his passion and what he's doing online, guys, is getting my attention. It's inspiring me. So Zamar Morgan, how you doing, sir? Yeah, you never know who I'm gonna call on it on the Hangout. You there, brother? Here, let me unmute you. Let's see here. There you go. I hear something.
Okay.
What's going on, my friend? You was right in front of me, so I had to call you out. I said, yeah, that's who I want to call out next. How you doing?
How are you doing?
Fantastic, Zamar. Fantastic. Well, tell everybody about yourself, man. What drew you to ABM so far? What is it doing for you so far, my man?
Well, actually, you are responsible for that, for one of your YouTube videos that I actually watched. That was very attractive to me. With the other things that I was doing. And I actually was out of town at a wedding, and I saw the information, and I didn't have the internet Wi-Fi strong enough to watch the full YouTube video, but I knew after a couple of seconds in, I said, "Oh, this is something that I need. That's different compared to some of the experiences I had with other companies."
There you go.
So I would say the product is just for trying to promote something that they don't really have faith in. And so the product is really what draw me to the company.
All right, powerful. And what are you looking for in the next year with this company? What are your goals?
Oh, I'm looking for about 7 figures. Just
Seven,
early retirement.
not 6, but 7 figures, brother. Millionaire status. That's
So I'm looking for early retirement. I just turned 28 back on July 1st, and so I'm excited that I'm connected with the right people this time around to actually make that happen.
Wonderful. All right, man. Great goals, man. And you're young too. You got plenty of time to develop. You're starting now. I've seen some of your YouTube videos. Very, very good. Very good presentation. You're going to attract a lot of people, my friend. So keep doing what you're doing. It's exciting to see that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Zamar. We're going to bring out, let's see here. I like to go male, female, male, female. Let's see who we can bring out this time. Is Alexis on? Alexis Morrell.
Hey, everybody. You guys always catch me when I'm trying to cook real quick.
Hey, I knew you was trying to cook. We need some of that food over here.
But you know what, Aunt Tyrion? I want to go to a different subject. I hate watching the news, but I was talking to my mother. She lives in Atlanta, and they closed this shelter that had thousands of people in it, but they just like thousands of people just sitting outside with tents. And then today, I watched the news how they were protesting in Dallas, Texas, at airlines. It was the pilots, everybody. And the CEOs really don't care. And then they were talking about how they're just going to outsource. And I'm like, do they really know what that means? Meaning they will outsource your job to somebody in India and you will just get fired. And I'm like, you know what, God, we really have to get it into people's minds that entrepreneurship is what it really is, because I went to college. It doesn't matter. At any given second, your boss can just pull that rug from under you, and they don't care about your mortgage. They don't care that you're a single parent. They don't care that you have kids in school. They don't care that you can't pay your bills.
Right.
But one thing that I will say is college did not teach me how to be an entrepreneur at all. It just taught me how to be a worker. So they just have us brainwashed. Get a job so you can work for the 1%, while the 1%, they're off in yachts. They have generations of wealth, and the worker is not included in that. You're just a body. You're just like a robot to just keep the wheel turning. So it's really making me think to really turn it up a notch, to really get it in people's minds that if you lose your job today, what are you going to do?
Wow, Alexis, that's heavy. A lot of people.
Like, what are you want? Like, I love people, but it breaks my heart when I see people get on the news and they've lost their job. That's their everything, especially single parents. I came from a single parent home, and it was like when that rug was pulled under my mom, and my mom would come home and keep it real with me. Like, you know what, baby girl, mommy lost her job. And even at a young age, before I could legally work, I was like, well, I'm a babysitter. I'll wash people's dishes. And the struggle, it just has to stop. We have to really think about other things. It just has to stop. It's getting worse, but people have to realize I have to look at other things outside of a job. And this business is phenomenal with great people, great support. Like, this is where it's at. Like, seriously.
That's right. Powerful, Alexis. Thank you for bringing that to the forefront, and it's right on time. It breaks my heart when I see that happen.
Yeah.
I've seen it before, and just like a job, you're not promised a job tomorrow. You're not promised tomorrow. The companies, CEOs and corporations, they're all about themselves. You're just an expense, okay? You're just an expense. They're trying to build their corporation. They, like Alexis said, they don't care about your job. If you got kids, you got mouths to feed or whatever. they are trying to make sure their company stays afloat. If they got to cut somebody or some people to save money, they will do it without even thinking about it, guys. So that's why we are here. We want to embed in your brain that entrepreneurship is really the true American dream, okay? You know, pilgrims came here years ago looking for the dream, looking to be free, okay? A lot of it was religious, but it was to do their own thing. And me, I don't know who came up with the 9-to-5 job system, guys. It's not freedom. It's not freedom, you see? So thank you for sharing, Alexis. We are here. ABM is the place to be. This mastermind is the place to be to help switch your mindset, to get in the direction, go in the direction you need to go. Jim Rohn said it best. He said, a job will pay you. Entrepreneurship will make you wealthy. A job will make you profits. Entrepreneurship will make you wealthy. Think about that. Think about that. All right. Thanks for sharing there, Alexis. Powerful. Yeah, we're about to turn up a notch. This company, guys, is going viral. I've had people tell me they've seen this all over the place. They're seeing it all over the place. So people are coming. The question is, are you going to be in front of them to receive that, to receive that person to yourself to help them out in this business? So that's the key right there. Get in front of the masses. Do not stop working this business, guys. It's going to work for you. It's going to work for you. Thanks for sharing that, Alexis. Powerful. Powerful. I'm going to bring out another person, one more person, another male. Paul Farmer, you there, brother?
I'm right here. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear, my man. How you doing today?
Doing great.
All right.
What Alexis said, that hits home because I went through that. I've gone through that. I was laid off as a teacher, so just that's it. No more job. What are you going to do? At that time when I was laid off, there were no teaching jobs. So online marketing was my thing. And I can relate. I can really relate. And, it's a false sense of security that people have with their jobs. False sense of security. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I really want to point out, like, for example, today, just look at everybody showed up today for today's overview. I think that's awesome. We're definitely moving in the right direction and catching momentum. And we're coming into the right time of the year for that momentum to really be picking up. So I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen with this.
Definitely.
When I first started online, I didn't know what a lead was. I had no clue what anything was. I was completely lost, and I did not have anything close to what we have with this team and this company. So anybody looking at this right now, to me, it's a no-brainer. You have everything you could possibly need to be successful in one place. You have a wealth of knowledge in one room. I'm calling this a room, mastermind, and you just can't go wrong. We got step-by-step training. We got a marketing system. We have everything in one place. And I wanted to give a book recommendation. And earlier today, I was listening to the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. I highly recommend that book. I have read it, listened to it time and time again. Yes. And if you listen to that and you take what the guy is saying, he's telling you, he's giving you a blueprint how to be successful. He's giving you a blueprint. And what he says is you need to 10X everything. You need to give everything 10 action beats everything. So you need to give everything 10 times the action, 10 times the effort, 10 times the energy that you're doing now. And if you do that, there's no possible way you won't be successful because action beats anything. You could have top marketers out there that have huge budgets, but if you put in the action, you can't be touched, so that inspires me because you don't have to be the best. You just have to get out there and go to work, and I think that's one of the things that a lot of people have kind of, whatever reason, we have this kind of lazy mindset, like, oh, it's just going to fall in my lap. I don't have to do anything. And if I have to do anything, then, well, it's not for me. And I want to go down that easy road. I want to find that easy road. But I can tell you from experience, easy road will take you back to where, it gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere. It makes it 10 times worse, to be honest. And you just start all over again. So I know people can relate to that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share. I think this team is awesome. These meetings that we have, I mean, it uplifts me every day. I get so excited to come back on and connect with other people. I mean, what Amanda's doing is absolutely amazing, and this is just going to grow and grow and grow. Ontarian, what you're doing, I mean, what you're bringing to this team is phenomenal. I know people are getting tons of value, wisdom, knowledge. I mean, because you're a wealth of it. So I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen with this. So everybody stick with it. You know, if you're looking at it, you're thinking about it, I don't know, just take a step back and go, okay, where am I going to find a team that's going to support me like this team does, gives you step-by-step training, marketing system. Where am I going to find a company that's 14 years old, A+ Better Business, 14 years old, A+ Better Business Bureau rating, and debt-free, and you can talk to the owner? Where are you going to find that? It's pretty rare. So that's all I got to say.
Powerful, powerful, Paul. Appreciate the words of wisdom, brothers, as always. 10X. We got to 10X our efforts, guys, at all times. And to me, that means every day, guys, you got to work your business like you're just starting. You got to work it like you're just starting. 10Xing, I'm sharing. Everywhere people are online or offline, I want to get in front of them. That's my mindset. That's everywhere people are walking, they're talking, whatever they're doing. I don't care if you're on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to show up somehow, some way in front of you, whether you're on your smartphone or on your computer. That's the mindset you guys have to have until you get in front of the masses, because we can leverage the internet. Anybody can do that. Leverage the internet to what you want to do it, to how you want to do it. Leverage it. But 10X it. That means increase, repetition, and enlargement. That's what you have to do. So thanks for sharing that, Paul. I need to get that. I want to get that book and the audio. I definitely want to get those. So powerful words, my man. Well, guys, we are coming to the end here. It's been a powerful hangout. Powerful. I don't want to get off. I want to just meditate on what we've been talking about. But I know people have things to do. You have families to get back to. You have things to take care of, and we want to respect your time. So if you are looking at this video, and we've said something that inspired you, that it motivated you, and you've been looking for an opportunity that can change your life financially, and with people who are thinking the right things with the right mastermind, then you've come to the right video. So what I want you to do right now is get back to the person that invited you to this hangout. If you're on YouTube, more than likely their information to join is below this video. So make sure you follow those instructions to the T. All right. And if you have questions, make sure you give that person a call as well if you have questions as well. Okay. So with that said, guys, thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. God bless. Talk to you guys soon.